Welcome back, Civilization Restarts. Okay, what is happening over there? Well, we have a little bit of the Caspian thing that's not with the Caspian thing. Yeah, alright, last time, what happened? A lot of news about the future of the series. But also, the red team expanded quite a bit, and the Moroccans are quite losing their influence around these regions as the red team continues to reconquer them. Well, France is still in a civil war, and the Americas are, once again, even like in our timeline, completely unchanged. So let's begin. We're actually going to begin with the blue team, who has a lot of protests that are basically trying to get the country to go back into isolationism. I pronounced that wrong. Mostly because when they were in that, they were kind of really strong. I mean, they are right now, but they're only right now strong because everyone else, they didn't really get stronger. Everyone else just got weaker. And the reason they didn't get weaker was because they were just keeping to themselves. Now that they're like in a complete alliance with puppets everywhere, they're kind of forced to start playing with the global stage. So yeah, that happens. Meanwhile, this uh Holy Roman Empire type thing with like because these are three states, they're kind of in the same state. It's hard to explain, but this the German side is going to claim this region of the Kievan Rus, which is going to lead to the Kievan Rus declaring war on this thing itself, just that thing. That's all they're declaring war on. So that's actually really interesting because these two aren't going to come to help them because again, it's like the Holy Roman Empire. And so very quickly, this guy's troops are going. Oh, oops, oopsie doopsie. This thing's troops are going to begin moving through, capturing literally all of this, and eventually just yeah, that's it. Now this is their expansion. This isn't the Holy Roman Empire looking thing's expansion, which I don't really know how to show this because they're like in a normal map they just highlight the Holy Roman. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do too. Just gonna make the border line of the Holy Roman Empire looking thing gray. Like everyone else is still the black border. They're just gonna have a gray border. That, yeah, yeah. I think that is just the best way to do that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah. So the original one is just gonna be like that, and then we're gonna do that right there, then right there, right there. Then we're just gonna grab this color. We're gonna do that. Now all of that is actually no, that's not how we're supposed to do this. I don't think. Think what it's actually supposed to do it like is like that. This thing goes like this, comes around, touches that. Stick around with me. This is revolutionary stuff happening in the Civilization Restart series, which by the way, they're doing pretty well again. So that's nice. Like and subscribe. Last video we got I think like I don't know, I will check though. But last video we got okay, so that's the borders. Last video of Civilization Restarts, we got 2 likes. We can do better than that. It had 64 views. We could have had 64 likes. So this time around, y'all gotta hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Anyways, these guys are now just going to also capture that land, increasing the border by quite a bit. Quite a bit. And these guys are technically all independent states. So I'm gonna have to give everyone their own color as well. It's all going to be the exact same shade of this color. These guys can keep the original color, and these guys can be a little bit darker. Yeah. So see, they're all like different, and now we know this country is a part of that country because it looks the same. Yep. Okay. And then we're just going to thicken up this black line a bit as well. Yeah. All right. That's good. That looks nice. Now that we're 5 minutes in, and most of the new viewers have probably left, I can talk about what the series future is going to be. So last video, we had a little bit of shocking news that the series was going to be getting shorter videos. However, the videos are going to be way more frequent. The problem with that is school is starting. That was the one factor I did not think about. So we are going to be going to somewhat the original thing, kind of. It is going to be so right now. It's supposed to be 1, 2 middle days, and the XP glitch videos are on there, or maybe a gaming video every now and then. However, I was thinking we go back to the OG thing where it's a video every 2 days. So 1, 2, then the third day there's a video, 4, and then the fifth day there's a video, 6, 7th day, yeah, it goes on. Now I was thinking we go back to that, and then this can continue being the XP glitch. This could be gaming. However, I think I have made the mind up that it's going to stay the same for the most part. However, every now and then, instead of replacing XP glitch with gaming, I might have to replace Civilization Restarts with gaming. And we'll see when school starts, because what could also end up happening is we just completely go back to the original, where it is the 2 days in between, the video there, 2 days in between, civilization, gaming. It could be like that as well, but we will have to see when school fully starts. Anyway, back over here now. Back let's stop. I'm gonna stop breaking the fourth wall. So yeah, this nation's a mess. No one wants to be a part of it. These guys just own land completely outside of it. But you know, the thing still has its own leaders, and those leaders are going to go ahead and actually claim some land that they probably should not be claiming. And that land is going to look something like that. And not only are they going to claim that, they're also actually going to raise their claim into French territories, as they're basically going to say, "Oi, give me back my land." Because remember, France didn't have a lot of this land. They used to look really small before the red team started like absolutely destroying and conquering everything in Europe. And before that, this land was Germanic for the most part. So that is going to happen. Also, the Civilization Restart series, as I was saying, they are getting a little bit shorter, but like not really, because again, overall there's gonna be more content. There's just gonna have to be a wait for it, because I doubt most people really even watch till the end. So yeah. Anyway, back over here again. I have to stop breaking the fourth wall every 6 seconds. So yeah, we're gonna do that. That's gonna move like that. Now this is it. Now these guys offer a proposal. Let us be a part of the Holy Roman Empire looking thing, which we're actually gonna call the European Confederation. Yeah. These guys' capital is right there. These guys' capital is right there. This is over there, and these guys are over here. It's a very undefendable capital, considering quick encirclement. So these guys say basically, okay, we'll move our capital over there if we are allowed to become a part of this. These guys say, yeah, sure, go ahead. These guys say, oh, hell no. And these guys say, sure, go ahead. So, much against the Kievan Rus' wishes, the plan goes through, the capital is moved, and these guys are also technically doing this as a declaration of independence. The Kievan Rus do not take that very lightly, and they respond with war. Now, this war is going to get all the way deep into here. However, a swift pushback is made as the Germanic thing. So we're Prussia. Yeah, Prussia. It straight up just Prussia. Prussia, Bavaria, Denmark. So yeah, that's gonna happen. But then these guys are also gonna push up into here and capture this land. And the Kievan Rus, they're like, okay, not even worth it. So they basically say, I back up, and that's it. We're chilling, and that works. Meanwhile, this France eventually says, I listen up to me. How about this? I pay you a bunch of money, and you stop being annoying, because I have my own problems to deal with. And then these guys, who are the main people who would benefit from this, are like, okay, fine, but we do still want at least this. So just go a little bit up like that, because that's a really like populous Germanic population town. These guys aren't all Germanic. Like Central European is their shared culture. However, they're not really all Germanic. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna happen, and that's it. That's basically it. These guys are literally the only ones that do not own territory, and Denmark. They don't have anywhere to expand. That do not own territory. But now, since these guys start, they were like basically saying, okay, Persia, I don't care about. They're very strong. Prussia, I don't care about. They're very strong. The Danish, though, they're gonna die. So I need to gain a little bit influence on them. So they start sending a lot of supplies there. But now they have to retract the supplies to cover the newfound boundary with the red team as well as the French. And so, since that happens, the Nordic thing basically risks it all and declares war on the Danish. Now, the reason to risk it all is not because the Danish are strong, it's because they're in an alliance thing with these guys. They signed a defensive pact with these guys. Because even though this entire alliance is the same thing, remember, they don't actually protect each other. However, if the two nation kind of things have, a defensive pact, they do. So with this, war breaks out completely, and so Nordic forces quickly come in and capture the Danish capital, as well as making multiple landings that in Prussia that eventually lead to a consolidated front that threatens the Persian capital quite a bit. Eventually, the Persian capital is besieged, which annoys them quite a bit, but they don't really care, because after getting access to St. Petersburg, they go over here, make a landing over here, capture that capital, knocking down a large majority of the economy of this entire nation. After that, they also move into here, capturing all of that, and then they push over here, and yeah, they basically capture a bunch of that. Followed by this, the Danish use the opportunity to push back these forces. Yes, I swear to God, if Paint 3D crashes, I'm going to be upset. They also captured this, and then moved through to not only capture the Netherlands, Norway, but also many other strategic ports. And after losing literally all their strategic value, the Nordic Union thing is forced into a peace treaty. Taking a look at this peace treaty, I haven't said that in a while. Nothing's really going to change except the Persians are just going to quickly grab that. Prussians are going to grab that up, and Denmark is just going to grab this. Yeah, I forgot about this little thing, didn't I? We'll just restore it, I guess. Yeah, restored. Done, restored, and then yeah, okay. The Danish are going to grab up those two things. They're also going to grab up this island, consolidating getting full control over this entire region, I guess, now, and becoming the second country to own territories outside of the Holy Roman Empire. You pitiful failure. I'm sorry to say this, Bavaria, you pitiful failure. Isn't Bavaria a German province? That's not an old enough name then. I mean, I guess they got demoted from country to province. I don't want to make any Bavarians mad. Bavarians, this is not the Bavaria in our timeline. This is a different Bavaria. Anyway, the Russian thing are forced to give. It looks like Ukraine, but it's the Crimean Republic, semi-autonomy, and now they can really feel their also these guys. So now they can really feel their entire country breaking apart. Now remember, this isn't just one giant semi-autonomous province. This is the revolutionaries. So with all of this, we're actually gonna move over here, where these guys. I remember everybody here was like trying to carve up this union, and that finally breaks out. So the final thing is these guys get all of that, and blue team swoops through, grabs that. Yeah, you get it. So with this, we're actually gonna begin with the blue team doing it. So the blue team get most of the public blame from the African Union people. However, it's not really going to matter because they're soon going to realize they have no real friends. Because everyone that's friends with them is trying to carve them up right now. Now, there's also a treaty to like get these guys to just don't take more land than you claimed in that country. If you do, we are not helping you anymore. And even if you occupy it, you are not allowed to keep it in the peace treaty. The rest of the African Union will be restored as an independent nation, heavily destroyed in finances and influenced by both the blue team and the Ivory Coast or the Gold Coast. So yeah, these guys quickly just grabbed that because they were the most unexpected ones to be doing this stuff. These guys suffer not that much pushback because again, African Union military is garbage, and this region wanted to join them anyways. So Gold Coast, after grabbing that up, kind of just pieces. In exchange for no longer moving through and just completely stopping their front, the African Union pulls out from that entire claim. The blue team eventually, after grabbing all of this, all up until here, just kind of gets complete control over this region. I'm not going to mark it in because we have to undo all of this anyway. However, yeah, that's pretty much it. The forces, the Tri-Pact has won. And yeah, the Tri-Pact has won. Very, very easily, if I may add. So, okay, undo that. So now, yeah, the blue team is going to grab this. The, the, this thing. It's actually not, it's going to get kicked out of the alliance because they just attacked another alliance member. While these guys are going to be forced to leave the alliance completely. Therefore, this is a forced decision. The Kievan Rus can feel their grip in most of the world except for Asia and Europe. Not even Europe. Loosening a lot, which scares them. And the African Union, they're going to get dominated. Absolutely dominated. South Africa thing is literally more stronger than them. And that's saying something. Because in our world, South Africa is moderately strong. In this world, they are the weakest. Like, they are the underdogs of Africa. Mostly because they keep going into civil war every 3 seconds. Can you guys not calm down for 5 seconds? Yeah. If our world's UN existed in this world, I would feel genuinely bad for the peacekeepers and the people who like monitor this stuff. Because half of their day is just gonna get wasted looking at this pathetic excuse for any version of South Africa in any scenario that any YouTuber has ever done. I feel that my version of South Africa is the weakest on all of YouTube. I have nothing against South Africa in real life. I just couldn't think of a different name for these guys. Southern Africa. There you go, South Africans. It's not South Africa. It's Southern Africa. I have nothing against all of you. There just isn't really a lot of names to be used here. So yeah. Okay. Enough yapping. These guys are going to grab up a little bit more land. Just all of that. And so with all of this, these guys are reduced to nothing, and these guys join the alliance. Join the alliance. Okay, and is this the same color? Is my question. I believe it is. Yes, it is. Anyway, those guys are also going to be forced to join the alliance against their will. However, eventually, after protest, they're allowed to leave, or well, actually hold a vote, and most of the people choose to leave. So, with that, the blue team also starts supplying these guys. However, they continue to remain extremely close to the blue team and the Americans and the Aztecs. However, they still do not actually completely like join an alliance because they are very isolationist. You know what I mean. These two still hate each other, so that's normal. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As I said, they're getting a shorter. The videos are going to be getting shorter, but they're also going to be more videos, so you should be happy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.